What's the sweetest thing a kid has ever asked for? A boy, who looked to be about 8 years old, came up to me, sat on my lap, and asked if I could make the girl over there like him. I slyly glanced in her direction, then back at him, and asked who she was. He said quietly that she was his friend, then whispered that he liked her and thought she might like him too. He told me he really wanted to hold her hand but was always too scared to ask and needed Santa's help. I gave him a reassuring smile and told him I'd see what Santa could do, sealing the promise with a fist bump. He hopped off my lap, and then she came up. I asked her what she would like for Christmas. She twirled her hair, giggling nervously. "It's embarrassing," she said, blushing. "You can tell Santa," I said gently, smiling at her. She giggled again and admitted, "I want the boy you just talked to like me." Immediately, I knew what to do. I leaned in conspiratorially and told her that Santa has a special ability. He can read minds. Her eyes went wide with amazement. I pretended to focus hard, as if reading his thoughts, then said with a grin, "Great news. That boy likes you too." Her face lit up, and I pinky promised her I wasn't lying. I encouraged her to ask him to hold hands. She did exactly that, not even a minute later. And for the rest of the day, every time I saw them walking by, they were holding hands. Each time they passed, I'd catch their eye, giving them a knowing look to remind them that Santa had their backs. Well, that was 22 years ago. Just last month, I received a phone call from the same girl. She asked if I remembered her. After a brief explanation, I said, "Of course I do." She told me that she and that boy had broken up for a time but eventually got back together after college. They'd been dating for 2 years, and he had recently proposed. My jaw dropped. She then asked if I would come and speak at their wedding. I told her I wouldn't miss it for the world. Mall Santas, what's the sweet